I gotta adjust this a little so you can see me. Hello! I'm gonna go over here. Do you guys remember, like, the first time? Oh, I shut my. That you drove a car, like, by yourself type thing, and it's kind of like that's how I feel right now. So bear with me while I do stuff. All right, so you guys know I'm kind of the baker in the house. I am going to make some key lime pie bars with a cream cheese whipped cream. The whipped cream we won't be doing till tomorrow. So I'll just tell you how it's going to be done, because these have to chill for like 4 hours or overnight, and this is why I'm doing it now. And I'm going to bring them to my mom's tomorrow, because I haven't been able to see her for a few weeks. And I'm going to drive up there because finally my schedules allow it. So let's see what we got in here. We got my usual out louders who I love. Whoa, why are you guys talking so much? Dallas, hello. Clinton, hi. Christian, hola. Nothing. Oh, see, he can't leave me alone for 1 minute. So we've kind of branched off from Out Loud, and we are doing, and John is doing, because he's very well trained for it, Out Loud Health. So make sure you guys subscribe to that, because we're going to try to keep the fun stuff away from the health stuff. Not that health isn't fun, but we just want to make sure that we're getting the right audience for both, you know? And I mean, I'll be watching both all the time because I love when he does his health stuff. See, he can't, like, he's at the hospital right now, but because it's slow, for once, it's slow, you know? Yeah. What do you mean he's letting me cook solo? This is my domain. His domain, whatever. Come on, dude, get off. Anu, hi. Clinton, anyways, almost 8 p.m. here. 3 minutes to sunset. I know. Don't you guys love that? That, you know, the sun is now setting so late. Hey, Adam. I am good. Big Judd, you're such an inspiration. I'd say more of a perspiration. So, all right, let's get started. This recipe is from a baker who I absolutely love, and I'm modifying it because she actually has it with a mint, like cream de menthe whipped cream, and I'm not into that. I'm sorry. Her name is Sarah Kiefer. I think it's her blog is the Vanilla Bean. And as John always says, I'll put that link down below. I have no freaking clue how to be doing that. But her book, let me grab her book that I love, and I was thinking of absolutely like doing like one recipe. It's called 100 Cookies. I'm not being sponsored by her, but she is awesome. Her stuff is good. Some of it takes a little more time, but it's really worth it. So let's get going. I made, ahead of time, a graham cracker crust. I ground up the graham crackers. Don't like to buy the crumbs already made. I put them in my little food processor. Got that done because that would have been pretty boring. But what you do is about 11 graham crackers in the food processor, 5 tablespoons of melted butter, 3 tablespoons of sugar. Mix it all together, press it into the pan. Cook it at 325 for how long did I do it? Like 13 minutes until it starts to get golden brown. You're always like, well, is it golden brown or is it not golden brown? Because the graham crackers are already golden. So you're like, am I overcooking it? Am I undercooking it? But after a while, you just kind of know. So for the filling, let's get going on the filling. And I kind of pre-measured stuff so we don't have to be doing this. And if you've made key lime pie, I mean, this is really like a I mean, it's exactly like a key lime pie. It's just a little different. So 4 egg yolks, which, you know, I saved all the egg whites because John and I are egg white omelet guys. Almost, I'd say 80%, 90% of the mornings that we have. But is anyone else having trouble finding? I'm going to put you guys over here so I can like kind of see you. Any of you guys having trouble finding egg whites? Every time I go to the store, it's like random, they're out all the time. And then when I see them, I'll buy like 5. So, oh yeah, I'm a cookie guy. I'm a cookie guy, I knew too. And, so we're trying to figure out, oh, the other thing. So we have 4 egg yolks. Let's get going. This is by the time we're done. 4 egg yolks. Then we have a ½ cup of fresh lime juice. I lied. It's not all fresh. I took what I had from the lime that I had, and then I used, I think it's Aunt Nellie's, Uncle Sally's key lime juice that I make for all my pies. What is it? Right here, Nellie and Joe. I was kind of right. Nellie and Joe's, it's awesome. I've used like the organic all key lime juice. I don't know, I didn't like it as much. This stuff gives me that total key lime flavor. So, egg shortage due to avian flu. Haven't heard that one. No, there's no egg shortage. It says egg white shortage. So they do something different. All right, so we put the egg yolks, lime juice, heavy cream. How much we need for heavy cream? I think 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons, heavy cream. And that's like, when I make my key lime pie, it's pretty easy. ½ cup of lime juice, sweetened condensed milk, 3 egg yolks, in a pie crust, done. You know, and everyone's like, this is like so awesome. I'm like, you don't have to tell them that it only took you like 5 minutes to do. Lime zest, we're going to do a tablespoon of that. So I grated the lime before we came on, so you wouldn't see me just grating limes because that's not the most exciting. But you get that, you'll get those little flecks in the bars. I'm going to put in a little more. Do the little flecks, and it like adds these little bursts of flavor. Now this is, yep, I'm a big nerd. I make my own vanilla. So 1, it's cheaper, and 2, it tastes so much better. I usually make 2 different kinds. I make a Madagascar and a Tahitian, and don't know which one this is because I usually put an M on it, but I think it wore off because I've been using it. So this is an optional thing. You can put in a teaspoon of vanilla, and this I'll just like keep adding vodka, because that's all I did. Vodka and vanilla beans, and you put it right in. You know, there you go. So I'll even show you. I think I posted last week that, like, what do people like? Do they like that or do they like that? So, see, I just want you guys to kind of, this is, I made this March 11th, so I put it on a thing that you can actually read now. But, like, you can see the difference already. Because this is about 5 months. And this is about a week. So they say ideally, like to leave it for a year, but I'm like, yeah. So that's why I did that one, because I have a full other one over here too. That went for about 5 months. Yeah, maybe a little more, but the taste is so different. And if you read the ingredients, even if it says pure, like it's pure, but the first ingredient could be water. Still pure because water's pure, so I never got that. So we did our lime. What do we got to put in for salt? 1/4 teaspoon of some, I love my little kosher fine salt. And then, of course, the can of sweetened condensed milk. Am I supposed to X out that like label? You know how like sometimes you see that? I see my friend Ina Garten, if she's using a brand, they strategically shoot around it. But it's like, I know what brand she's using. You know. So what's happening tonight? Like on a Saturday night, or it might be Sunday morning for some of you, depending on where you are. I know my guy's coming home from work in about 3 hours. So, and we might have time for this one other thing that I want to do, unless you guys are like totally friggin' bored with me and want to get off. I started making these things. Another thing for my mom. Let me make sure before I do this. Egg yolks, lime juice, heavy cream, vanilla, lime zest, salt, sweetened condensed milk until smooth and fully combined. So here we go. Colorado has an egg shortage. Yeah, eggs are, they're like, we go to this awesome store, Market Basket, if anyone's from kind of upper East Coast, New England area. So, ooh, Greg, you bought some more spices. Awesome. Ooh, there, I'll tell you, gingerbread, I don't care. I'll eat gingerbread. Doesn't have to be Christmas. I don't want it to be Christmas. Okay. Well, like how easy, as I says, how easy was that? Because now we're just going to put it in the warm crust, because I took this out about 10 minutes before we started going on live. Because like I said, just pour it over that semi-warm crust. And like I like on TV, and it's like they just like will throw the bowl, and I'm like, there's like 2 more tablespoons in there. Don't waste the ingredients that you spend so much money on. All right, spread this out a little. Probably shouldn't do that because there's raw eggs in it. And then I usually give it a little tap. I do this with my cakes more because it settles them into the pan, but it also gets rid of any air bubbles that might be lingering. So this way it's, for cakes it's better. Hey Tom. All right, so this goes back in the oven for, what do we got, 15 minutes? I'm gonna try 15. Does anyone cook, like convection cook? Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't, and then, I don't know. So I don't think it like really goes that much, and I hope John isn't on. I hope he's back saving people, because I know this is tacky, but I broke my stitches thing tonight. It fell into the sink and broke. So I'm going to try to fix it before he gets home. And then if he breaks it, I'll be like, how did you break that? So, all right. So the other thing, we have 2 choices, and I'll give you guys a choice. We can either make these, and they're so simple, but they're kind of fun. No, I think we'll make the other thing, because I'll make those other things afterwards, because I'm like, it's boring, because I have to boil pasta. I make these crunchy Parmesan garlic bow ties. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Because I think I've told you this before. My nephew eats bow ties pasta. He comes and visits me on Thursday nights, comes and stays with John and I. And he'll have like a portion of it, but then there's like pasta left over. And I'm like, I'm not going to eat pasta. So we make these crunchy things. And John and I already finished them. So let's make, yes. All right. So I am going to make these things. They are that my mom loves, and they only come out at Easter. And I'm just getting this something on my camera. And they're called Meltaways. Has anyone ever heard of these candy confections? They're kind of a pain in the butt to make. I'm going to put this back in the fridge. But my mom is worth it. So I will show you, I made a tray of them already, but now I have to make 2 other colors and 2 other flavors. Does this ring bells for anybody? So it's basically just sugar. So I am psyched that, and see, like I had some like kind of ones that, and I think I can say they look like vaginas. So we've kind of perfected it. I already had made another batch before. And so I am going to make these again. Split the dough in half and make it with a lemon extract and a strawberry, because those other pink ones don't look pretty. And I want to totally surprise my mom with them. You know, if you guys didn't know, my mom is awesome. 97 years old, lives by herself. You know, she's had some difficulties lately, you know, but as she says, you know, I'm 97. Like things are gonna, there's like shelf life on everything, she says. So she's hilarious. Loves Tom Brady. You know, I think it's even on her answering machine, because she does have a landline. All right, so these are called pastel mint patties. I have no clue where I got the recipe, but I don't think I'm stealing it. I can look at them, but sugar, no can do. Yeah, no, I hear you. You have it and you go into diabetic shock when you, like, one of my best friends is a diabetic, and I could never give these to her because she'd probably die. So, Caro syrup is the first ingredient, along with half a stick of butter. Can you see where this is going, folks? You know, and it's kind of hard to make. Like, I mean, it's not like this easy dough. So you put that in, and if you guys have any requests of, you know, stuff that I should make, because I would love to be doing this all the time for you guys. A third of a cup of Caro syrup. What could be better, right? And I kind of clean as I go along. John, on the other hand, does not. He made the best dinner the other night. It probably took me 3 hours to clean up after him. I was like, you needed to use every pot and pan in. It was almost like a rom-com thing. Of course, he'll deny it. But like, I'm like, okay, let's use one bowl and then clean that, and then use another bowl. All right, so this is like the hard part. You gotta like mix it. Mix the butter and the Caro syrup to get all the till it's smooth. So I kind of get it going with a spoon. The thing is, I just think it's too messy. And it's funny because I love my mixer. I have one of those KitchenAids that I've had for so many years, and it's indestructible. And I love it. So, still driving, KB. Oh my gosh, like my mom doesn't see too well. So, yeah, and it was funny. She didn't get her license. I remember I was in high school, so that's back in the 20s. Yeah, just waiting for John to say that. So back in like the 80s, I don't know when she got her license. I think she got it in the 70s. But one of her guy friends, Jimmy Lambert, God, I don't know why I remember that, taught her how to drive because my dad was sick, so he couldn't really drive. Like, I don't know. They probably couldn't stand each other to have the patience to teach someone to drive. So she was always a nervous driver. But yeah, she stopped driving probably, I don't know, maybe in her 80s. 98, I don't know if I want anyone driving. Yes, he will suffer with me because of genes, but he doesn't have great genes, so you don't know. Because he always says that, like other things, when Brian kicks the bucket, and I'm like, dude, you might go before I do. Then what? But the joke I always say is like, I just want to die in my sleep like my grandfather and not the people that were in his car. Does anyone get that? Gubana cake. It's an Italian northern specialty cake. No, I haven't. So, oh, yeah. Tom, Hot Tin Roof, he said that these bars that are cooking away for 7 more minutes were as good. He said, I'm trying to remember what he said I had to do to it or something. And I'm like, don't tell me what to do. All right, so now to this Caro syrup and butter, we add 2 cups of confectionery sugar. Yes. Wait, as I said, like in an infomercial, there's more. It's actually 4 cups you end up doing. God, like, maybe that's, my mom has a sweet tooth. Like, I don't even remember these, but they're looking better. All right, so now I gotta stir this. Sorry if I'm not supposed to be showing labels. I'll probably get like sued or something. Yeah. So you know what I like about this? Because I'd probably have some music going, but you're still kind of by yourself, and I'd rather hang out with you guys. So it's kind of nice for me. So thank you for tuning in. And yes, I do. I try and I do everything. I try it it's funny, I try as I go along. I don't, it's weird because sometimes I don't try the final product. I'll let John, or if I bring it into work, because I'll be like, and I'm not saying like I know, but I just know when looking at it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's going to be good. You can kind of tell. Like, believe it or not, when I put those Keylime in, right then, I was like, this doesn't seem like it made a lot. But you review, and you're like, oh, no, it did. But they're bars, so it's not like it's supposed to be like as thick as a pie, because then you put a layer of whipped cream on it. So, this is kind of like a rough dough, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate it in two because I want to flavor two different flavors. Because I realized, like the first round I made, like those green and orange is just one round of dough, but it's an orange flavor. What was the other one? What is the green? Oh, mint, just a mint. So what I'm going to do is just kind of separate this into two things before I add the extract. It's like, do I just do it, eye it? Or do I weigh it like I did in the other one? Put a little, just gonna put a little in here so it doesn't stick. So you're just kind of eyeballing it. Ugh, John's back. Don't say anything. Oh, getting shit everywhere. All right, that has a little more in it, so we gotta get this one a little more. Just a little more. And it's not like it's a big deal, like, oh my gosh. But seriously, like you can eat this now and like when you, it's weird. Because, you flavor it, but you don't eat them. You keep them out overnight or for like 24 hours. So we are going to do, did orange, what am I doing? Ooh, I could do rum. Do you believe my mom has never, ever had a drink in her life? Not once. We're going to do strawberry, and what did I say? Pink and yellow, lemon. Let's do lemon. I just bought new lemon extract, hopefully. Because the first batch I made with lemon extract, and it said that it had kind of best used by it was like August of last year. They always make these things with little tabs. I'm like, who the heck can lift that tab thing off? It's a pain in the butt. And I'm also one who has to like get the total thing off. I can't have anything like hanging on it because it just drives me insane. Not that I'm OCD or anything. No, it smells better than it did. I don't know, like when I made it, I made the first batch and they were all lemon and I'm mixing it. I'm like, why does this smell like it smelled like polyurethane? So I'm gonna put in just a little shy of a half a tablespoon. Give it a little mix-a-rooney. And the thing is, this kind of dries out. Oop. So we're doing like double things. Geez, this is like a... I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes. 2 minutes! I just kind of know like what key lime pies are supposed to look like. So back to our Meltaway patties. So what I would recommend if anyone makes these is you do it by, I'm going to put another quarter in. Because you can taste it. Like I said, there's no eggs in it or whatever. And this way you can say, it's obviously you don't want it overpowering or whatever. I'm gonna get one of my racks out. Okay. So we throw this on the table. I'm doing like 15 things at once. Don't need that. Gotta take out my recyclables. All right, so let's get to strawberry. Strawberry. Just subtle. We'll go for a full half on this one. But then the next thing, which is like the messy thing. See, I smell the alcohol, like from the extract. So. It's like subtle strawberry. I'm going one more minute. It's still a little glossy on top. Should jiggle though. I said jiggle. All right, now we are going to color it. Strawberry, why don't we give it a little pink, obviously. Ooh, hopefully we have enough in here. If not, I think I have some in here. Pink. Rosa. Rosa en español. Oop. I think I might have put in too much. Because I want pink. Well, I guess the whole thing will be pink. Ooh. But I'll be, if she likes them, it'll make my day. If she doesn't, screw the old bat. Just kidding. Because she'll love the key lime. She'll love something. All right, we're going to take these out. God, I feel like just like Ina Garten. So there we go. I don't want to tip it too much because it'll do that. So we're going to cool it. Let it cool completely. Then throw it in the fridge overnight. Then I'll make the whipped cream in the morning. So go to our Instagram page. Actually, I don't know if John might have actually put one on our Instagram page when I made them last week to a glowing review from him, which he never gives me. It's always something, oh, you want me to be truthful? No, I don't. How's that? I don't want you to be truthful. Without a shirt, only the apron would be nice. The Dyer Hotel. Now, I don't know much. Even though I have a house on the Cape, I'll take this shirt off if you want. Can we do it that way? Can I do this without like? Isn't that like a challenge? Like the thing to. So now, you see now what you did to me? Okay. There you go. Is that better? You guys like that better? So, it was warm in here. And I heard John talking about that last time. But I will. I don't mind. Don't mind. Because it was almost 60 degrees here today, which I absolutely love. So Yeah, and like I said earlier, I love that it was like 6:30, and I actually had my sunglasses on, running to the store because I didn't have enough confectionery sugar because doing this uses so much friggin' confectionery sugar. Oop. The spatula just came off because it's so thick. Okay. Hopefully John won't come back because he'll be like, what are you doing? I think we need another. All right. All right, so I have to add another half cup confectionery sugar to each one of these. We're gonna get this going because I don't want this dough to dry out. And do I have confectionery sugar? I do. No, they don't come off that easy. Actually, they do. Like, because I kind of kept some of my old pants when I lost weight, so basically they just kind of fall off. Like I usually just don't unbuckle them when I take them off. I just pull them off. So, so a half cup. If I was doing this like obviously the whole thing, it would be a whole cup in that one recipe, but I split it. And this is, as I say, it's a good thing. Like, I love my mom because this, like, this is so funny. I'm like, can I taste it? Do I want to like put more in, just a drop? Oh, maybe that's too much. Oh, see, now I smell that formaldehyde, whatever it is. Oh my gosh, it's warm in here. Probably because I'm getting a workout. Doing this. Okay. So we put pink in there. I need yellow. I need yellow. I need a tad of yellow so everybody knows. Would I use lemon yellow? I would say yes. Because holy mellow yellow. Who sings that song? They call me mellow yellow. I'm just wild about Harry. She's just wild about me. I don't know. I kind of remember. All right. Oh, that's way too much. Okay. Ah, Brian, thank you, Donovan. Yep. There wasn't a striptease. Oh, so that's why I started to say, Dawn, that have you seen that like that TikTok craze? Like the guys take off their underwear without like taking off their shorts, and I'm like, okay, I guess I don't know what any of that means, but. And then they smell it, and I'm like, okay, yep. Like, I guess maybe that people are into that. It is funny, and some of them are very sexy men that are doing it, but I'm always like, okay, like, I guess it's total clickbait, and I'm not opposed to clickbait. All right, so now I have to add another Kel Surprise, another half cup onto a cutting board. Sprinkle a half cup. I definitely have to take out the recyclables. So, yeah, clickbait pays the bills. I guess so. You know, I mean, I'll be honest. I wish taking my shirt off paid my bills, but it doesn't. Fully clothed pays my bills. So then you kind of dump it on here. I know you guys are probably just like, see, like if you were just in my kitchen, we'd just be like having drinks and, you know, shooting the shit while I cook, which is basically what we're doing, but you get to do it in the comfort of your own home. So this is the part I hate. Like, it's not easy. It's like sticky, but you don't want to like spray your hands with non-stick spray because then it breaks down the. So then you have to knead it. We all need kneading, don't we? Yeah, you don't want to see me with my pants off. Well, actually, you guys have if you followed the 10-pound club. That was. And I don't know why. Like I was staying relatively strict to my diet. You know, you know, because I do the Noom, so I know what I can eat and what I can't eat. But this workout that we've been doing is pretty intense, and it's like we're in like heavy lift now, like 3 warm-up sets, and then like you do 2 sets with like 4 repetitions or whatever. So, you know, I feel like I'm getting stronger, which is a good thing. You know, it's always good to build muscle no matter what age you are, you know, because it helps you keep your metabolism high, you know, because it takes your body like a lot of calories, you know, you're just burning calories because of the amount of muscle that you have. So yeah, well, John gets to enjoy me being with my shirt off. But I like that. That's pretty funny. Sorry, my partner's cooking something, and ooh, this looks pretty good. So see, it's a very Play-Doh thing. Who didn't love Play-Doh? You kind of wanted to eat it. I was never a paste eating kid, but we had like the paste in the classroom. I don't know why people would do that. But the Play-Doh, I just loved the smell of the Play-Doh. And yeah, I'd occasionally bite it just to see kind of what it felt like. I'd never eat it, but I still love the smell of Play-Doh. It's very nostalgic. And then I've got my nephew Play-Doh. And then they basically do like what we did. They just end up putting it all together, you know. And Okay. So I added the half cup to that, which I should have done it on this. Yeah, I know that, Brian. So that's why I'm like, you know, and it's not like I'm gaining. I'm just kind of like maintaining. I I was at a very low weight this past summer, like when we went to Spain. Like it was my goal, and plus he wasn't home with me, so oops. Of course, I started mixing yellow in here. So, you know, it was easier to stick to a diet, but you know, a lot of times you'd be like, "Oh, do you want to have a bottle of wine tonight?" And then we'd have a bottle of wine. Is my hair like crazy here? Going crazy. Yeah, so I hope I'm gaining muscle. You know, that would be a good thing. Now I have pink all over my hands. Oh, John's back. Yay, John's back. All right, so now we're gonna. I just keep laughing because you guys are probably like, what the fuck is this guy? Excuse me. What the heck is this guy doing? So now we're going to roll them into little balls and set them out to dry. Oh, but yeah, let's roll them in some sugar. So, because you can't have. All right, I'll put that over there, so John can't see that. Oh, good. We haven't even been on an hour, and I've done. Yeah, no, Clinton, no OnlyFans. Because it wouldn't be OnlyFans, it would be Only Fan, and like John would do it, and I'm like, dude, get it for free. Little balls. Oh yes, little balls. I can't believe like I made these again, just because like this is 1, 2, 3. I made 4 batches of this, and it took a little while to kind of get how this is done. I don't know what the baker's equivalent to plumber's crack is. It was side boob, maybe? I don't know. What else can we talk about? Anyone want? Did you guys watch the Academy Awards? We did a live thing, but then once they started, we kind of shut off. We did pretty well in our guesses, you know. And we watched for the second time, kind of all the way through, everything all at once, everything everywhere all at once, and it was good. I just said to John, I loved it because how the heck did they go into a studio and sell that? So. So these are very springy. And then I'm also going to bring up, because my mom is basically the one who taught me how to bake, all the ingredients for vanilla coffee scones. Because she loves to bake, but she really can't see the recipe because most of them are in very small type. And so I'm just gonna do what I did with you guys, measure everything out. We're gonna cook them, and then she can like give them to, she'll probably give them to like the firemen. She'll go down to the fire station, have my older sister drop her off. On time, you have to see Goya in Spain. Much more fun. What is that? What is that? What is that, Michael? Goya in Spain. Tom, I'm still laughing at your comment. All right, so we're almost done. I'm coming up on an hour. Just like, it's pretty crazy. Is anybody going out tonight? What is the answer to that job? Oh, Goya's like Oscar. Oh, okay. So it's like the BAFTA awards in the UK. So, are you in Spain, Michael? Okay. Stuck to the... Oh, now I gotta squish them down with a fork. And hopefully they kind of start to get stuck, and then I'm like, what am I doing? All right, let's get to the pink, and then we'll be out of here. Yeah, I'm not going out either. I haven't eaten dinner, because by the time I got stuff done, like around the house and whatever, all of a sudden it was like almost 7, and I realized I said 8 for you guys, and I still had to run to the store. So, but I'm really glad you guys. Hey, winless boy. Oh, winless boy. It's like, sometimes you read it and I'm like, winless. So this is my first time. I did an Instagram story this week, but now that I have more time, because I'm not working my part-time job as well now, so I can start doing more YouTubeable stuff and helping my guy out, because he's now working full-time, so I'm gonna try to do that. If you guys want to see more of me baking, just let me know, because if not, I will never do it again, because I don't want you guys to be bored. You know, I can always put like recipes in Instagram and stuff, because I get a ton of them, and I want to figure out like some game that we can do that like the winner gets like what I'm cooking. Obviously, it wouldn't be something like this or the bars, but like cookies or like hard, like cookie bars. Yeah, I can send those in the mail. I know John had talked about that before, but I mean, I said, and if it's like a prize, you don't have to worry about that. It's like a test kitchen or whatever, you know. Oh, thanks, Michael. Palmas de Mallorca. So you're in Mallorca? Mallorca. Forgot double L is Y. My Spanish teachers would not be happy with that. I'm very happy with like the pinkness of this. It's very springy. You know, very Eastery. Keep baking, bro. Keep baking, brah. Can do this. And like, I think John had mentioned it, like a floating island type thing. You know, because I'd like to do overhead shots to show you guys like what I'm doing. But, you know, he had the technology of doing like 2 cameras and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm not doing that. Well, plus we don't have that program anymore. It was like a trial, but it was pretty cool. So we're debating whether or not to do it. Like the multi-camera thing. I don't know. I think if the content is right, people will watch. All right. There we go. We have pastel going on. It's like one of the fish is swimming in another direction. It's like one's up there by itself. So those will go over there to dry overnight. So, wow, we are coming up on exactly an hour. So it's kind of good to figure out, you know, what I can bake for you guys in that time. So, how much is, oh, it's, Clinton, it's a monthly thing. Like it's a service, streaming service. I'm trying to remember if it was like $49 a month or whatever. So, bacon brochures, what are you making and why? Oh, David, I was just asked to take my shirt off, and I always do what I'm told. No, it's no big deal. I was just warm, and, you know, why not, right? So we are going to be wrapping up. Oh, John, you don't have to tell me they look awesome. But they do look better than the other ones, that's for sure. So, all right, gentlemen, ladies, if there are any out there, and whoever else, however else you identify, I should go eat something because I don't want to eat all the stuff that I've made. I do, but I'm okay. So, oh. So you're asking John what his favorite... I'm Brian, just by the way. John is online when he should be working, but he's not. We have a couple meals that we really like. I like we do a chicken saltimbocca. We do great grilled pizza, which I love. I'm actually going to reach out to a couple pizza oven places, see if they'd like to donate to the cause of a pizza oven. All right, so I'm cleaning. You guys definitely don't need to see me clean. I'm so happy you guys could come and have some fun with me tonight. If you want to comment in the thing, remember you can, I don't know what the heck, our email is outloudjb, John O'Brien, outloudjb@gmail.com. Shoot me an email on things like you might want me to cook. Leave a comment below. As always, even when you're baking, you can live your life out loud. Bye, guys. Thanks.